Very good morning to all my dear students. My name is Rajneesh and I welcome to you all once again for the online classes on Master G Rajneesh Tyagi. Dear students, today we are going for a very new chapter and from the book of Vistas and chapter number 5 is here. Should Wizard Hit Mommy? This chapter is written by John Updike and you will surely take an interest in this chapter. It is a very quite interesting story and a very different story. So here we go. Let's start the story. But before you read, here is a story about the worldview of a little child and the difficult moral question she raises during the story session with her father. This is a story of a little child, and she raises this question with her father during the story, and you will come to know that about what was the question. And this is the moral story, and definitely you will enjoy it. You will love it a lot. I love it this story too very much. And now we shall start the paragraph. In the evenings and for Saturday naps like today's. In the evenings, it was the daily. It was the tendency of that father. He used to recite the stories always on the Saturday to her daughter. And in the evenings and for Saturday naps like today's, Jack told his daughter. Jack is the character in this story and who's having a beautiful daughter, and he always recites the stories to his daughter, and his daughter loves to listen to the stories from his father. So told his daughter. Jack told his daughter what he said. He said Joe, and yes, the daughter, the name of that little child is Joe. So Joe and Jack are the main characters in this story. You will learn these names. So Jack told his daughter Joe a story out of his head, and Jack, the father of that daughter, now wanted to recite a story, but out of his head. Out of his, what does it mean? Out of his head means he did not have proper idea about the story, that what he is actually trying to say and what he is actually going to explain, and what he is actually going to recite the story to his daughter. He didn't have any idea. He didn't have any story in his mind. You can say that it was totally fabricant. He was just going to imagination. He was going to just have an imagination that what should be the story. He was trying to speak. He was trying to explain. So we can say that it was out of the head, because he has recited so many stories to his daughter, and there was no more story to his daughter. That's why he made stories himself also. And today on Saturday, the story out of his head. This custom began when she was two, and this custom is continuously going on when she was only just 2 years old, and he is habitual to recite these stories to his daughter. Was itself now nearly 2 years old, and his head felt empty. Now you can see, if you have recited all the stories to your lovable child, definitely the stories will finish, and then how will you able to recite the stories to those child? So it was the same condition with that person, Jack. He has recited all the stories to his daughter. He didn't have any idea about the stories. Now he was trying to imagine. He was trying to have idea. That's why. And his head felt empty, and his head was felt empty. Now it means that there was no more stories in his head. Each new story was a slide, and every story came to in his mind through his imagination. He tried to imagine, then he went for the explanation to the stories. And it was just like a custom in the family. Jack, there was a beautiful relationship in between a daughter and a father, and that father always recited the stories to his beautiful daughter Joe, and Joe always loved to listen the story from his father. So it was the same day. It was the custom which was coming going on, and dear students, it was the little explanation of the day. We will continue this story tomorrow. Till then, take care. Have a great day. Bye bye.